Alright, we've beat the Taurus demon, we've met Solaire, we have we have the White Sign Stone. It's time to proceed from the Undead Burg to a place called the Undead Parish. With an A, not with an E. Undead Parish. Okay. We do this by proceeding this way, up the ladder and through the door to the left. One thing I want to note is if you're very close to a level up or if you need a couple of souls for some reason, something you can do actually is pop your head out here and then go down again immediately and wait for the dragon to kill all of the dudes up there. It'll get you around 500 souls every time, so that's neat. Alright, over here we proceed across this bridge or under this bridge. You can see the Hellkite Drake up there. In my video about good early game weapons, I show you how you can shoot off his tail in order to get his weapon, which is a fairly good weapon for this early in the game. So check out my Dark Souls companion, strong early game weapon, if you want to get his weapon. In case I have neglected to actually explain what I mean by cut off his tail, it's this. There's a mechanic in Dark Souls where if you cut off the tail of an enemy, you will get a special weapon. Pretty much all of the dragons or drakes in the game have this, so if you cut them off, we will meet some other enemies later. A lot of bosses, if they have a tail, you can cut it off and it will give you a weapon. So keep that in mind when you see enemies like that. If you see like a big swishy tail, and in one case even something that you don't even recognize is a tail, you can cut it off and get a weapon for it. Some of them are cool, some of them not so much. I'll let you know when we get to places where you can do this. Okay, over here the first guy that we faced was fairly easy. He just had a sword and a shield. We've dealt with this before. This guy is a bit more annoying, because often he hides back there and it's kind of hard to get, so you can either kite him out here or you can actually try to like kick him off. Remember, you can kick right by pressing forward and your right shoulder button you can kick. So that can be a bit annoying. In there, you'll have to be a bit careful because there's 3 rats and if they attack you, they add poisonous. I think the good news is if you have the spider shield, you will barely take any poison build up, because the way this works, the status effect is they have to build it up on you first. If you block it, you will get a little bit of build up. If the bar gets full, you will be poisoned and then you'll continuously take poison damage. So try not to get poisoned here. If you do get poisoned, just run back to the bonfire and try again, because you don't want to go through the rest of this area with just poison slowly eating away at your health bar. It's slow, but it adds up. After the 3 rats, we go up this ladder. Okay. To the right, there's a guy. We will fight him. And again, hit and hit. Whoopsie. No, we do not Estus here. Okay. Up there, you see something scary looking, and we will go there in a bit. I want to show you something else, some things. First of all, here is something we can't go through. There's a bonfire on the other side, and we actually hear scary sounds because the Hellkite Drake is sitting right on top of this. So if you run across the bridge, you can even see it here. This is where you will end up. And that's actually something we're gonna do in a little while. If you do this, there is an item on the bridge called the Claymore, and that is actually a pretty good weapon if you want to go for a quality build, which is to say a build that levels up both dexterity and strength roughly equally. Here where we came from, there's also stairs. They lead up to a place where there is another Black Knight. Remember, we saw one of them in the Undead Burg already. This one up there doesn't have a sword and shield. He has a huge sword. the Black Knight Greatsword. And I recommend that you don't fight him up there. If you're gonna fight him in here, but that means you need to clear out the place first. But be aware that he does a ton of damage, so you might want to wait a little bit. We're about to get to a point where we can upgrade our weapons and do better damage. So I suggest you do that at the very least. Okay. Now, onwards. What we see up there is an armored pig. Yes, that's right. It's an armored pig. We do not want to just fight that in there with all of these other guys. But as you can see, once you walk forward, you trigger this guy. So we'll wait for him to come. Now, obviously, if you're a bit more experienced, you can actually run. There's another guy around the right corner. I know this. I'm just deliberately not going there yet. Because I think the safest thing for a beginner is to just fight these guys one at a time. But there is a certain order you should do it in. So first this guy. Then we will run around the corner and hide in here. We don't want to be out there because of the pig. And we'll fight this dude. Yeah, do you see the pig? It comes all the way over here. We don't want to fight it there. So this guy is a bit annoying because, again, he's hiding behind his shield. Let's kick it away and just kill him. Oopsie. See? That was not well done of me. Okay, let's Estus. Alright. Up the stairs. Now, this is a bit annoying. There's this guy with his spear and his shield. But there's also these two guys up there, and they're gonna be shooting at us. So, maybe... There's not really a good corner we can run around, so he's just, you know, gonna keep doing this. And they're gonna keep doing that. While you assess the situation, just kind of stray from the left to the right, and you should be safe, right? So what to do, what to do, what to do. What you can do is bait out an attack from him and backstab him, because that means even if these arrows hit you, they're gonna go right through you because you're immune. And then you can actually, oops, go in and fight these guys. You're kinda gonna have to live with the fact that you have to fight both of them at the same time, but at this point that shouldn't be a problem. Just let them donk into your shield, and there you go. Just make sure you don't fall off here, because that can be very annoying. The game gives you an item here. It's 4 alluring skulls. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Yep, you should not forget about this guy. He is the other skelly man, or sorry, I keep calling them skelly men. They're not skeletons. They're hollows, I guess, hollow soldiers. He was also standing down there, and he comes up. Okay, so the game just gave us some alluring skulls. Whoops, let's read what that does. Attract certain types of enemies. Okay, so this is a lure. And it will lure, whoopsie, the pig. Now, the game gives it to you right here, and this is a hint. It wants you to throw this so that the pig goes into the fire. Now, I will demonstrate, but I'm actually terrible at aiming with this, so... Ah, god damn it. So let's see if I can make this work. The basic idea is... Aha, I failed. The basic idea is that you throw this into the fire, and then the pig is attracted to it, runs into the fire, and takes a lot of damage. But somehow it then runs off, so I actually don't really like this approach personally. But I mean, you have 4 of them, so you can do that. This is also the game telling you that the pig doesn't like fire, so there is 1 or 2 other options that you have here, depending on what starting class you picked. You got fire bombs you can throw at it. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see if I can actually throw this far. Probably not. Let's see if it'll come a bit closer. Sir? Mr. Pigman? Yeah. But that doesn't do a whole lot of damage. We also got our glove that we can use to throw fire at it. Personally, I just actually melee it. Like, all of these other options, they let you stay safe and whatnot. And melee is slightly less safe unless you kind of cheese it a little bit. So you pop your head out You're like, here, piggy, 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 here, piggy, piggy. And the piggy comes here. And then you walk around the piggy. And you backstab the pig. Which is, okay, haha. It looks really bizarre. Whoops. But watch out, because it can kick. Yeah. So you just stick with some weapons. It's a really disgusting animation where you just stick your hand into its butt. I don't know why they chose to animate it that way, to be honest. But here you go. And ooh, the pig dropped something for me. I got the Fang Boar Helm. It's kind of a rare drop, so it's not a given. But it can drop the Fang Boar Helm. Which has pretty good defense. Obviously, it weighs a ton, so... But look. Aren't I pretty? Ugh. I get the bad roll, though, so I'm not gonna wear this. Alright. Back to my previous attire. Now, the pig doesn't respawn, so you only need to kill it once. Next time you come here after the pig has died, it's gonna be gone. So... Up here, you can see another dude, but we can't get through this gate yet. So currently we need to proceed down here. Now here, this is a trap. Just let that guy walk. There's a lot of hollows in this room. You see one over there, there's also one to the left. Who comes running at you as soon as you... as you go in here. So... What I like to do is to just debate out attacks from both of them. Block and then retaliate. Okay. Now, this guy ran up there, but there's another guy up there, and there's actually one more to the left that we can't see yet. So just do the same thing. Just let them come to you, and now you can come up there. Hit. Oops. Told you so. I don't know why I don't listen to my own advice. But it's okay. They don't do a whole lot of damage. You just should make sure that you don't let them rush you. Okay, one more. Whoop. Here we go. And pick up this item here. This is important. This is a key. We're gonna need this. Okay, mystery key. And up the stairs we go. Oh my god, I'm turning into Nick. This is a ladder, not a stair. Okay, one more hollow here. One of them came down. I think that was the one that kind of rushed me off, and there's two of them up here. And here we see an item. Now I will introduce you to my biggest enemy in this game. That's right. Gravity. I am terrible at walking in a straight line. I did it! I did it! Now I just need to get back. It's not like I'm gonna die from a fall, but my pride will take a hit. Okay. Up the ladder we go. And here you will see something. This is a good example of the Dark Souls online community. So this is a message that a player left, and I can guarantee you that it's gonna tell you that there's an illusory wall ahead or something like that. And it's a lie. Yup. And look at how many people upvoted that comment. So the thing is, this game has illusory walls. It has walls that are fake walls that you can actually hit, and there's something else between. And this is just something that Dark Souls players like to do, to troll other players into just hitting the wall like idiots. So this isn't an illusory wall, see? I'm pretty sure I know where all of them are in this game, and I know that this isn't one of them. But usually when you see a message facing a wall, you just know what it's gonna say. Alright. And now we come to a fog door. I have good news. This is not a boss door. So let's go through. Okay. Down here we see the place where the pig was, so you can actually drop down here. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could. And just survey the area a little bit and enjoy the beautiful scenery of the Undead Parish. Okay, we have two ways we can go now. Left is the way forward, so obviously we're gonna go right. And there is an enemy with his back to you. This is a guy, we're gonna face quite a few of them. They're called Balder Knights. And we're just gonna walk here slowly because the game is telling us that he is clearly asking for a backstab. And who are we to deny him this simple pleasure in life? Okay. And wow, does he have a lot of health. And wow, do I not have a lot of damage, eh? Woo! Don't kill me. Come on, sir. Okay, Knight Shield. This shield here is the shield that the knight starts with. So let me see. It's a bit better than the heater shield as far as stability is concerned, but really by only 1 point. It weighs more and it actually has worse fire and lightning defense. So personally, I prefer the heater shield. It's lighter and it does the job just as well, really. So, but if you, for optical reasons, if you just think it looks neat and if you have enough endurance to just carry that, go ahead and switch to the knight shield. Up here, there is a guy to the left. He's a spearman. And we don't like this bullshit here, so we just kick his shield away. And dispatch him. Now here, you're gonna be met with a pincer attack. There is a Balder Knight to the left and a Hollow Soldier to the right, which is really not very nice. But, you know, at least you have a corridor to fight in, so let's see if we can trigger them. Hello? Okay, I see him. Don't see him yet. Sure. But unfortunately, the Spearman is being a typical Spearman. And the Balder Knight hasn't triggered yet, so what to do? Let's just, I don't know, deal with him, I guess. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I am. Alright. I have dealt with this guy, and I'm gonna heal just to be safe. And now we fight the Balder Knight. Now the Balder Knights are actually a good spot in the game, or the first spot in the game where learning how to parry will help you. And I will show you that a bit later. But I don't think you want to learn to do that right now in this corridor. So, whoops. So let's just fight him like this. Honestly, trade. Let him hit you, and then hit him back. Is it going to take a long time? Possibly, but it's safe. Like, this way nothing can happen to you. We're very close to another bonfire, so just don't get greedy here, I guess is what I'm saying. So, there's only 3 more enemies between us and the bonfire. And that's these guys. I like to fight these guys around the corner here, so that the guy with the crossbow won't get us. Whoopsie. And same old... Whoops. Let them hit your shield. And then you hit them. Or you backstab them. Alright. And then, last but not least, this guy. It's very easy to backstab. Because he's just gonna stand there shooting his crossbow at you. Now this is progress. This is bonfire. So let's go here first. Now, I have 3,222 souls, and that means I can afford the last level up I need in order to get rid of my shitty axe and wear the Zweihander. Whoops. Oh no, I was wrong. Ah, but I still... Okay, I need 24 strings. I can get 2 level ups. Zweihander. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can wear it now. Look at this. Woo! God, it's so slow. We hear some donking. And I couldn't remember if I said at the bonfire, but I'm dumb. I leveled up. Of course I said. So, what's this hammering sound that you hear? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Yes. This is Andre the Blacksmith, so let's talk to him. Andre of Astora. We can learn a gesture from him. Hooray! We can talk to him some more.
Most weapons.
And he explains to us how upgrading weapons works. We can buy things from him, if we could afford them. We can buy a Titanite shards for 800 apiece. We can buy a weaponsmith box and an armorsmith box. Those let us upgrade weapons ourselves at any bonfire, provided we have the materials for them. So we should get them, otherwise you can only upgrade at the blacksmith. We can buy the Crest of Artorias, which opens a sealed door in the heart of the forest. This is a key item that we will need later, but not yet. At least I recommend not doing this yet. As you can see, it's very expensive. It costs 20,000 souls. He sells a couple of weapons. Some of them are actually quite good. So see if you like anything here. The longsword is the starting weapon of the, what is it? The knight or the warrior. The broadsword is the starting weapon of, again, the knight or the warrior. One of it, yep. The battle axe is the starting weapons of the bandit, for example. The bastard sword is actually also a pretty neat sword. So if you think like, hey, I want a weapon, but the Zweihander is kind of too slow, pick one of these, and you can buy some arrows here as well.
I'll be seeing you.
Another thing you can do if you're not dumb like me and click away as dialogue is reinforce weapons or armor. So here you can upgrade weapon and armor. You can obviously also repair your equipment. And he has a thing here that says modify equipment. This he will tell you you can't do yet. Need a special ember. This is for ascending weapons. So once your weapon reaches +5, in order to get it to +6, you need to ascend it. Either that or you modify it into an elemental pass. So you either ascend it to +6 or you ascend it to magic or something like that. But you need something to do that you don't have yet. Down here is a kind of progress, but not the progress we want right now. There is a big guy who is shooting lightning at us, and if we get into melee range, he will hit us really hard. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just wanted to show you that you actually don't want to fight this guy right now. You can run past him, this is the good news. You don't need to fight him here. And you will go to an area called the Darkwood Garden. But I don't recommend you go here yet. There's a couple of things you can pick up there. And it's not like you're too low level completely to do the area, but there are very few reasons to go there yet. So I personally don't recommend doing it. And then over here you can cross a bridge. So where the bonfire is, there's a lot of places. Like I have a terrible sense of direction, so I got turned around a lot here. Directly where the bonfire is, you can cross a bridge. And across that bridge, you will meet a friend. Hello, Mr. Onion Knight. Here, this is Siegmeyer of Katarina. He's very sleepy. I like him.
Forgive me, I quite honestly just weighing my options.
So you should speak to him here, obviously listen to what he has to say. And he is currently lamenting that this gate here is closed. It's unfortunate. But obviously, it's not gonna remain closed forever. We are going to open it in the course of the game, but currently we can't go there yet. Okay. So there's actually only one place that you should be going right now, and that's back up there where the 3 hollow soldiers were, and inside the church. So, up we go. These 3 guys, my recommended order of fighting them is you run straight behind the guy with the crossbow and backstab him. Or, if like me, you fail to backstab him, you just take him out. This guy is gonna approach slowly, and you take him out, and then the other one. Everyone here can drop Titanite shards, so that's nice, because obviously we're gonna want to start upgrading our weapon. We just don't have the materials for it at the moment. But they can all drop Titanite shards. So, that's neat. Now that we've taken them out, we have some space here. And that's good, we need some space because we're about to fight a big guy. So going in here, into the church, to your right, there is a very big dude. Very big, very scary. And we're gonna fight him out here. This is a so-called Berenike Knight. And once more, this is someone we only have to kill once. He's gonna disappear after that, but until then, we're gonna fight him. And this guy, you cannot backstab. So you just kind of need to evade his attacks. If you block him, he takes out most of your stamina bar. You can run around him, but it doesn't matter. You can't backstab him. So just evade his attack and then hit him. It's gonna take you a while, but honestly, I remember I really struggled with him in the beginning, but you really just don't... Whoops. I shouldn't say things like that. I should not have said that. Okay, he healed, but I want to heal too. You just kind of need to run... Whoops. You need to make sure you don't fight him next to a wall so that you can actually have some space. Roll through his attacks and hit him. Roll through his attacks and hit him. And don't be like me right now. Don't ever let your stamina bar get that low. See, I was being greedy. We don't be greedy here. We always make sure we have stamina left. Roll. Roll. Ah! Why am I not listening to myself? No! And he's gone. Okay. And he dropped us something. Yay! A Titanite shard! A Titanite shard! That's so nice. Okay. We're gonna pick up something else. If you go to the right here, you should be a bit careful because... See this guy up there? That's a channeler. He has a meme weapon that you may want to grind for later. We'll meet more of them later in the game. This one actually doesn't respawn, so we need to take him out only once, but he can start shooting magic at you, so just be careful once you trigger him. You don't want to stand around here. We see more boulder knights below him there, but here, this item on the altar, you want to pick it up. It's a Firekeeper soul. And we're about to use it immediately, because if we go to the right here, we see an elevator. I'm gonna take that elevator. And look where we're going. It's gonna look familiar. Ta-da! We're back at Firelink. Because this, remember this place? We jumped down there. The elevator shaft to pick up some things. Woohoo! Shortcut unlocked. The item we just picked up is an item we give to the Firekeeper in order to make our Estus flask stronger. So currently, let's see. Let's get hit by something to demonstrate. Whoops. Come on, hit me, hit me. Hit me again, hit me more. Hit me again. Okay, that's enough. Stop hitting me. Okay. Right. So, my health is quite low. And I shall Estus. And my health bar didn't get full, which is sad. I wish my Estus healed me more. We're about to do that. So, Firekeeper Soul. Here we go. It says, boosts power of Estus Flask. It also says in the bottom, it can be used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the Firekeeper Soul to reinforce the Estus Flasks. Like, don't even think about it. This is only something that, like, speedrunners do. But you do not want to eat the Firekeeper Soul. The only thing you want to do with the Firekeeper Soul is give it to a Firekeeper. And use it to reinforce your Estus Flask. And now we have an Estus Flask +1. Neat. So now if we take damage, it's still not gonna heal us to full from almost there. That's gonna take some more upgrades, but don't worry, we will find more of those. So let's take some more damage. But in a controlled fashion. Hit me. Oof, that's enough, I think. Well, okay. Right, so if I heal now. See? That's way more than before. Alright. Now, let's sit at the bonfire here. Okay. Neat. And go back up. Okay. Here we go. Area is reset, but as you can see, the Berenike Knight is gone. So we will first go up these stairs, because the first order of business now is we need to take out this damn channeler. There's a Balder Knight on the stair here, and this is why I hate fighting on stairs. Oof. As you can see, he's not hitting me. I did hit him there, so that's nice. Do you hear the ringing of these bells? If you remember the night at Firelink Shrine, he told you... He told you that we need to ring 2 bells of awakening. And I can tell you right now, one of those bells is after the boss fight in this area. And whenever you hear the bells ring, that means someone else just beat the boss and rang the bell. So that's neat. Frustrating. Okay. Yay, he dropped me. Ooh. Okay, so these guys can drop all of the things that they're wearing, right? They can drop their armor, the Balder armor. As you can see, I just got his gauntlets. And I got the buckler, which is the shield that he's using. Boop, boop, boop. And now for the channeler. The thing is, there's a lot of hollows. There's like 8 of them. You can't see them, so this is a trap. They're currently hidden. If you move your camera a bit, you can see them occasionally. And he has this thing, the channeler's trident, this weapon, and it has an effect. I think if you two-hand it or something, you can even do this yourself if you get the weapon and do the R2 instead of an attack. It does a really silly dance that buffs your allies around you, so he makes them a bit stronger. He also casts sorceries at us, and he can bash us in the face with the trident. So the challenge right now is that we're gonna have to fight off about 8 hollows and the channeler at the same time. The good news is we have a weapon with a pretty fantastic swing. The bad news is it's very slow, so we'll see. The thing you want to do is you don't want to fight them, too many of them at the same time. So you want to Yeah, see, when they have this glow, they've been buffed. You wanna do this one at a time, so you'll just kite them back. Ooh, I just got 2 with 1 swing. That was neat. Always get your shield back up once you've actually done a successful hit. Oof. And now just be aware as you're down here that the Channeler is gonna be shooting sorceries at you. It's very annoying. Or not. Maybe he went around the corner and can't hit me currently. That's neat. Okay. I think that was all of the hollows. Now this is super annoying. But they're gone now. So we can deal with this guy and fight him. Make sure that we don't fall off there. Yeah, now he's sorcering at us. Whoops. Don't jump after him. Don't do it. Especially since you might pull some of the Balder Knights down there. You don't want to do that. Just run down the stairs. Dude, are you gonna come out there? I really don't want to fight you there. Ah, whatever. Is he dead? He's dead. But I did pull the Balder Knight. Of course I did. Alright. Why not take a lesson in parrying here? It certainly helps. Block. No. Or not. Oops. Okay. So, I believe I've talked about parrying before. Oh no, I've pulled 3 of them? You know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh no, I died. Well, anyway. This is never gonna happen again because now the annoying Channeler is dead. Also, I know I did that just now, but whoops. I got lost in Firelink. I can't believe I just did that. I recommend you sit at the bonfire in the Undead Parish. There's no reason to start from over here every time. Okay. So, let's go up there and do this properly. You don't want to fight 3 Balder Knights at the same time. Alright, let's deal with these Balder Knights. First of all, oops, souls. Second of all, those 2 aren't looking at us, but the one over there in the very back is. So if you go about here, you're gonna see that you trigger him. And what I do is I just run back here and I wait for him and I fight him there so that I don't trigger the other 2. There's a certain order you can fight these guys in that makes them way easier to fight them one at a time. So first we trigger this guy. Then we're gonna backstab the one to the left. Backstab. Okay, now on the subject of parrying. So you have to... by the way, when they do this, do not attack them. When they hold their weapon like this, in this on guard stance, they're gonna parry you. So don't attack them while they do that. You will take a massive amount of damage. Dude, can you stop? Normally they stop after a while. Okay. So. Okay, sure. This is a demonstration effect. I spent like 2 hours doing nothing but parrying these guys more or less perfectly the other day to grind for an item. Now I can't do it anymore. Tish. Anyway, as you just saw me do, if you parry them and hit them, they will die in 1 swing because the riposte from the parry is just so very powerful. So if you click your L2 button at the exact right time, and you might have to practice a lot and learn to find that exact spot, you can make your life easier. But otherwise, these guys are actually not that hard to backstab either, so you can just block and walk around them when they attack and get in a backstab, or do just block and trade. So block, hit, All of these work just fine. Now, the second guy. And these guys, as you can see, have bigger shields and bigger swords than the one we just fought. This one fights with a rapier, I can never pronounce this word, and a buckler, so he has this smaller sword, and they're faster. These guys have a big shield. They fight with the Balder side sword, which is a pretty good sword, actually. And they are slower, but they hit harder. But we're gonna walk really carefully and backstab this guy. And then, as soon as we come out of the backstab, we're gonna raise our shield, because this guy will rush us. So this one, when he hits us, he will hit harder. Oh no, I hate that attack. I always get the parry wrong on this one. Let's see. Did I say I was good at this? I lied. I super lied. I don't know what I was thinking. Come on, dude. Let me keep some of my pride. Oh, fine. See, backstabbing them is very easy. If you fail at everything else, backstab. More gauntlets. Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. Now that we've cleared this room, we can go out here. I mean, we could have done that earlier. We can come from that way, so if you look... this is the bridge. There's this other Balder Knight around the corner here, which I just triggered, so I guess I have to fight him. But, there's a pretty good chance that that you trigger some of these Balder Knights when you run over here, so I think it's safer to just take them out. Now, you can pick up the halberd over here, which is also a fairly strong weapon if you like your weapons more long and stabby, and then take out this guy. Boop. And here, do not forget this. I did this the other day. I just forgot about this and had to do a lot of running back. Pick up the basement key. This is what you need to enter the next area after we're done here. This key, don't forget it. Don't do it. You will just have to do a lot of backtracking and running. And you can open this gate right now. So, it'll give you a bit of a shorter path to that Black Knight we haven't fought yet, if you want to go there. Okay. Now let's go up the stairs again. Where the other Balder Knight and all of the hollows are. Oops. Fucking hate stairs. Okay. Although, to be entirely fair, I'm pretty sure I was actually too far away to hit him stairs or no stairs there, so... I guess I'm just whiny today. Come on, dude. Hey, can you parry my R2 as well? I don't know. Let's find out. Or not. Did you drop something for me? No. I find it sometimes a bit hard to see if there's a glow or not, so I just like to walk through them to make sure. Okay, the Channeler is gone, but the hollows are still here, and you're gonna learn to love them. And I'm being very sarcastic here. They're fucking annoying, I can tell you that. Die. At least with the Zweihander you actually have like an L2 that is pretty useful here for fighting in corridors, because it's an overhead swing, and it can be a bit annoying if you're actually have a weapon that only has a left-right swing and you keep dunking into walls. Alright, these guys, they just drop nonsense that we are never ever gonna use, but okay. Here we are. Now, over yonder is an item we can pick up. It's a soul. And we can go up here. There's another Baldur Knight. It's approaching us here. It's another one with a buckler and a rapier. And this is where the strength of the Zweihander comes in. It's so hefty that when you hit an enemy, they just get staggered. And this is why it's quite popular with new players, because if you hit them with a you know, smaller weapon that's not quite as strong, they're not going to be staggered, so they'll be able to hit you back immediately, but this actually buys you some time. All right. Back here is a body in a barrel. If you roll through it, it's going to fall down and you can pick up a humanity. And then here's a door. You see some light shining through it. Can't open it. You don't even get a prompt, but it's very rickety, so you can just hit it and it opens. Now we go up here and there is a guy sitting in there. This guy is named Lautrec of Kareem and he's a bastard. I can tell you this. You can talk to him. He's locked in this cell.
Then, as you can see,
and he asks you to open the door for him. You can do this or you can let him sit here. Just know that eventually he's gonna free himself, right? So might as well open the door for him, I think. And you can do this with the mystery key, I believe, that we found on the way here. Yep. So. And we can talk to him.
I truly appreciate.
Yeah. And he says that he's gonna, he appreciates us helping him, and he's gonna give us something in return for that once we meet him again, but not right now. Okay. So, all that's left in this area, because we have now done everything we need to do here, is the boss fight. And that boss fight is gonna happen up here. Up that set of ladders and to the left. But I'm not gonna go there yet because I have some souls to spin. And I haven't upgraded my weapon. And here is the thing. This area teaches you that you need to upgrade your weapons, because if you don't, you're going to be very frustrated in this upcoming boss fight. So, yeah, I don't want to fight these guys right now. I have 4,200 souls. I could spend them on leveling up, but I'm not going to level up. I'm going to upgrade my weapon. That's going to be way more powerful than any level up. In this boss fight here, I have to tell you, it is, for many players, a first actual challenge. Like, there's players that struggle everywhere, and then there's players that get fairly well through the early game, but then they struggle here. And of course, there's also these godlike weird people who never struggle at all. I don't understand how they do that. But if you start struggling at this point, don't feel discouraged. In fact, personally, I think I'm still pretty bad at this boss fight, so you're about to see. But, in a sense, it is a bit of a DPS race. So, that's why I want to up my DPS. And in order to do that, I need some Titanite shards. I haven't really found a whole lot of them, so I bought 2 just now. So, if I click X here, toggle display, I will actually see what the weapon upgrade will do. The weapon scaling will be the same, but I'll just get more base damage and more damage from the scaling. So, okay. I can reinforce it to +2. I'm gonna do that. Okay. If I had more Titanite, I could even reinforce it once more, and I can afford 1 more Titanite, so I'm gonna do that. God, I have so much stuff in my inventory I should clean up on. Oh no, I need more souls.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to.
Whoops. Do I have more souls? I can just eat the soul. Let's eat this. That was not enough. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, and... oops. Reinforced weapon. 2 plus 3. Okay. And
Where are you off to?
and now let's see. That's neat. It's a lot of damage. Okay. Alright. Now we will walk into this boss fight. First, obviously. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be greedy. I just realized I haven't kindled this bonfire and I'm running around with 3 soft humanities. That's nuts. Why would I do that? So, let's go human because that actually lets me show you something. And kindle this bonfire. Yeah, so that we're at 10 Estus. Okay. First of all, this is the first place in the game where lots of people start the beautiful journey of jolly cooperation. So, helping other people. A noble endeavor. Oh, a Titanite shard. That's nice. Uh-huh. Alright. And I want to show you how that works. Do you see this? Do you see all of this? These are summon signs by other players who are saying, hey, I want to help you. Let's see if I can demonstrate. I'm just also gonna plop my summon sign. So what I need for that is the White Sign Soapstone. I just got invaded. I'm so terrible. So that's the other thing that's gonna happen to you here. You're gonna get invaded. That's fine though. This is the name of the game. Where's my invader? They're probably somewhere up there. They spawn in somewhere. Hello? Mr. Invader, sir? Let's go look for them. Ah, there they are. Let's wave to them. Hello? Sashi. Okay, Sashi, let's do this. I'm terrible at PvP, so you're probably gonna win this. One of the reasons I'm terrible at PvP is... Are you using... What are you doing? Uh-huh. That... It's like... I don't know, there's like... How should I call this? Like a lag to certain things? Yeah, so it's like... Their action is... It always seems like they're kind of glitching, and he just backstabbed me from standing in front of me because he knows what he's doing, and I don't, so I'm gonna die here. See? That barely glanced him. Now, obviously, I know I could be Estusing here, but I'm just gonna be nice and not do that. And just die. Here. Witness my shame. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, I never got the hang of the timing of all of this, and frankly, I don't care about PvP enough to learn. I'm not saying that he's an asshole for doing that, because he's not. That's a part of the game. I'm just saying I'm not interested in actively engaging in that part of the game, so I never practice, and I suck at it. Yeah. But don't be upset when you get invaded. That's the price for going human. Okay. Plus the Zweihander is a terrible weapon for PvP in my opinion. It's so slow. Ah. I know, I keep complaining about picking this weapon. But I have committed to it, so... I should stop. Alright. Ah, right. I wanted to plot my summon sign, actually. So we saw a lot of these signs here earlier when I was human. Now that I'm not human, we can't see them anymore. Because you only can summon other people when you're human. Now, obviously, if you are human and your humanity is somewhat precious to you, and someone invades you, you can summon help. You can summon other players, and they could help you with your invader. Keep that in mind. It's just when you're unlucky, you get someone like me who's really bad at PvP. And they're just gonna die alongside you. I'm very sorry to everyone who this has happened to. I apologize. Okay. Yeah. But, oh no. I didn't see. Oh no, and I'm being summoned as well. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I mean, there's nothing oh no about this. But, okay. Okay. I would have liked to go into your world with... Oh my god! Host! Host! Don't just stand there naked. Good lord. Yeah. So, the same thing I mentioned about... Oops. About PvP is a little bit true for when you're summoned as well. Good lord, he's just glitching through the world. What is going on? Is this normal? I feel like that's not normal. I don't know. That doesn't usually happen, but yeah. So... Man, this person knows what they're doing. Why are they summoning me? Maybe because they think I need help. Okay, sure. You know what? That's actually not too bad. Yeah, but when you see someone walking around just stark naked, they usually know what they're doing. Let's try not to be in their way here. Alright. Because that is a problem you can have in this corridor. Friend, you may want to think about not standing there. Okay. Yeah. A naked person with an uchi knows what they're doing. So, here we go. And this is... Oops. Come on, dude. When I say dude, I mean this dude. This Baldur Knight here. So, summoning other people means that you will have help. But it also means that everyone gets a boost to their health. So enemies become a bit harder. That's a trade-off of summons. And I believe, I actually don't know if that is the mechanic in Dark Souls 1 as well, but at least in the other games, having a summon makes you more likely to be invaded. So, keep that in mind. It may not be true for the first of the series, so I'm not sure at the moment. When I'm just playing like by myself, I actually also like to summon people for help with bosses. Not because I think I can't beat them, but because the reward for helping someone beat a boss is a soft humanity. So you are actually helping other people out by summoning. So keep that in mind. Like I've beaten this game countless times. I'm actually currently in the middle of a soul level 1 run. I don't have anything left to prove to anyone, so if I see someone who wants a summon, I usually help them out. And here you can actually see the boss fight. I'm doing this so you can have a little more visuals. We're gonna be fighting the Bell Gargoyles. Yes, that's right. The Bell Gargoyles. You're about to see this guy jump down, and we're gonna fight him. And it's gonna be 1. And it is possible to cut off his tail. Do you see his tail? He will drop the gargoyle tail axe if we cut it off. For the host, obviously. As a summon, I don't think I can get that, so... The Bell Gargoyle. we are doing a lot of damage to him here. But what's this? There's suddenly a second health bar. And that's because there's actually 2 of them, so this one joins in at some point in the fight and shoots fire. And that's why this is a DPS race. Alright. Victory achieved. I just helped this person beat the boss. 2 people makes it way easier because you can cut the first one down before the second one spawns in. The issue that a lot of people have here... Ooh, no, I forgot. The issue that a lot of people have with this boss fight is that if you do not manage to get the first one down before the second one spawns, you have to fight both of them at the same time. And that can be difficult because there's always one of them attacking you and the other one breathing fire. And you have to fight them on a roof, which you can fall off of. And they actually do a lot of damage to you. So, as you can see, I went in there with 1 soft humanity, but now I have 2. That's because I successfully helped him beat the boss. And I have 6,900 souls because I also get a certain amount of souls for helping him beat the boss. Which means that I... Oops. I'm gonna buy me some Titanite shards now. And upgrade my weapon even more. I'm gonna upgrade it to +5, which is the furthest it can currently go. And while I'm at it, I should probably upgrade my shield as well. Ether shield, yes. I can get another Titanite shard. I probably can't upgrade the shield. So when you upgrade the shield, as you can see here, the stability goes up. Which is neat, because that means that you consume less stamina for blocking. So when you get hit, the higher your stability is, the less stamina you will consume while blocking, which is really, really important. Alright. Now let's go do this ourselves. My weapon at this point is at +5. Whoops. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. It still has a C scaling. Eventually that's gonna improve, I think, but it does a lot of damage, so that's neat. Ooh, did you see that? I now have 11 Estus. I believe that's happened actually a couple of times before. So when someone else in another game kindles their bonfire, I actually get an extra Estus. So this is just another neat instance of, oops, of the online thing. You occasionally notice that other people are doing things. So I recommend when you fight this boss fight that you do the following if you're struggling. So first you should try to do it yourself. Why am I such an idiot? I saw him do that. Let's heal. I guess it means he also heals, but whatever. So you should always try the boss yourself first. Before summoning someone, before getting yourself summoned to someone else's game, do it yourself. Why? Because you want to see what the boss does. I mean, if you summon help the very first time that you fight a boss, and maybe that help even manages to trivialize the fight, then it's... I'm not saying that you cheated, I'm just saying you kind of deprived yourself of the experience because you never really got to see what it did, right? So personally, I think there's no problem or shame with summoning, but I still think you should try it yourself just to see what's going on there. If you're gonna summon an NPC, it's not such a problem, but if you're actually gonna summon a human person, me, I don't know, I get ashamed if I do badly as a host. Like, I'm not saying you should be ashamed. I actually never judge the people, or I try not to, who summon me. But I feel like when I'm the host and I summon someone, they always they're gonna judge me, I'm gonna do so bad, and they're gonna be like, who is this person? Anyway, so I want to do well, and that means I actually gotta know what these guys are doing. And if you want to offer help to someone, you should probably also know at least a little bit what to expect. Right. But if you're gonna summon, you don't just have the option of summoning a human person. You can also summon Solaire. Remember the Sunbro that we met earlier? His summon sign will be here. And Lautrec, if you freed him, has a summon sign somewhere in the area as well. I think it's down there and around the corner. So you can actually also summon NPCs. This is important for people who are playing on without online features, because some people don't have internet, or they're playing on a console and they don't have what is it called, like the PlayStation Plus or Switch Online or whatever. So there are NPC summons who can help you in the game as well. And I'm pretty sure that Solaire and Lautrec, both for this fight, they're actually really good. They will wreck their shit. So I want to go in there with a full health bar. Whoops. Here. And the fight doesn't actually trigger it. The funny thing is you can see the health bar up there a little bit before you go in. It doesn't trigger until you step a little bit here. And then we get another look at the gargoyles. We fight the left one first, and after a while the right one will join in. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. But the trick with these guys is really cut them down quickly. They can breathe fire if you're further away from them, but most of the time they're just gonna do swishy attacks like that. You can roll through a lot of their shit. If you're standing too far behind him, yeah. Oh, come on. See, I'm already doing really bad. I'm taking way too long. This might be a failed attempt. Ah! I'm gonna eat shit here. Alright, come on. Gotta heal. Ow! I'm doing bad because I want to get his tail. Ooh. Okay. Well, consider this an example of what not to do in this fight. Come on. Ah! Yep, and now the other one is here. And now I'm fucked. Ooh, I got the tail axe, finally, but now I have to fight both of them, and that sucks. Oh, 2 gargoyles breathing fire. Help. Okay, so this isn't the last time in the game where you'll have to live with fighting 2 bosses at the same time, I can tell you this. So it might be good practice already. It fucking sucks. Okay, so this is the one that's almost down. I need to heal. Come on. Do an attack, do an attack, do an attack. Okay, I can heal. Or not. Yeah, the fire is not something you should get hit by. So, don't do this. Ow, I died. Alright. As you can see, I have some credibility for doing a guide for people who are not great at this game, because I'm not great at this game myself. Alright, let's do this again. Now, it's gonna be very tempting to pick up my souls because I had like 3 soft humanity. But I think I'm not gonna do that because that is almost always a mistake. So you can only get the drop from his tail once. But the tail is gonna respawn, and there is some value in cutting it off a second time. Because that just means he can't do his tail swing anymore. You know, I really should be better at this fight because I just did it on my soul level 1 run. And if you're at soul level 1 and you've never upgraded and you leveled up, and you can only use the shitty weapons that you have the stats for on level 1, there's pretty much no way. Why am I so bad? Yeah, anyway, at level 1 there's pretty much no way you can kill one before the other comes, so I can tell you this, I have some practice at fighting them at the same time. And yet, I fail. So, anyway. Whoop. And the hollows. Deck the halls with corpse of hollows. La 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 la. Oh, it's almost Christmas. Here we go. Up the ladder. Yeah. Now, if I were slightly better at rolling, two-handing my weapon would probably be a really good idea. But, alas, I am not good at rolling. At least this way you can see something. Oh no, I missed. Sir? That's right, you can actually stagger bosses with the Zweihander. But, they can kick your ass too, so... How bad am I at this game, you may ask yourself? Very, very bad. Can I pick up my souls, please? Nope. Where are they? Here we go. I figured if I might die, I should pick this up. Okay, guys, separate, please. Yeah, so what I wanted to say earlier is you only get the cutscene once, right? So that means after you die, you should probably go in here with your shield lifted because the other gargoyle is gonna attack you, ow, as soon as you go through this door. So it's not unlikely that you're just gonna go in here. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Separate. No. No. Ah. That's okay. Let's try this again. Yeah. I'm not ashamed to admit this. I'm pretty good at some of the harder bosses in this game, and I have runs where I did some of them on my very first attempt, but somehow I always struggle with the Bell Gargoyles. And that's okay. Like, different people struggle with different bosses in their game. I see this too on the internet when people are like, why is X boss so hard? I thought it was super easy. I rather thought Y was really hard. And that's just because depending on your playstyle or what weapon you're using or what stats you're leveling, some bosses are easier than others. So, yeah. And some, it just comes down to personal playstyle preferences. I have a playstyle preference for... I don't actually know what it is, but I really don't like fighting the gargoyles. Eh. So... Oof. And it's one of those fights, like, usually it goes like this. You either do a perfect run or a terrible run, and there is very little in between. Okay. Let's see. I can do this all day. It's not like I haven't eaten anything today and I'm super hungry. Come on. Come down, please. Thank you. Oof. Come on. Come down. No, the other one is back, really. Yep, and that's usually when this bullshit starts, so... I would like to heal, I think. Where did I die last time? Here? That's nice. Ah! Help! Help! Where is the rest of the roof? Help! Ah! Oof! Oh no, I don't want to fight here at all. Can I get out of here, please? Somehow. Why is this happening to me? Why am I doing this to myself? Here's something you shouldn't do. Turn your backs on them. Do as I say, not as I do. I've said this before. God, that fire has reach. Fucking hell. Oh! What am I doing? That's it. I have no business telling anyone how to play this game. Yay! One of them is down! This makes the fight manageable, because now I only have to deal one of them. I'm gonna heal just because, you know, I can. And I'm gonna be hit by the fire again anyway. Okay, now we want to actually... Well, no, we don't. I was gonna say we want to stay close to him, but not when he's that close to the edge, because, you know, I'm not so good at gravity. Dude. Okay, you do your fire. Can we stop with the fire bullshit and actually do a fight? Thank you. Okay. Nope, fire bullshit. But the nice thing is once you... I've been meaning to show you this for a while, but just failing. Once you actually get to the side of him, while he's doing the fire, you can hit him. And there we go. Okay. Back in the game. Yeah. Was this one of my prouder moments in gaming? No. But only because I've done this like a million times. For you who has never done it, it is perfectly understandable to struggle. And as you can see, I struggle. I have 100% achievements in this game. I have done this not a million times maybe, but a good, I don't know, 30 times probably, for real. And I just tried several times with a weapon that is upgraded as far as you can possibly get and is generally considered good at this point. So dying to these guys is understandable. So I just went up here now. And I rang the bell. And this is the sound that we've been hearing. So, woohoo! First bell of awakening has been rung. We get a nice cutscene. And now we go down again. Here is, whoops, 2 sets of ladders. And now that we've rung this bell, we're gonna meet an NPC here that wasn't there before. And oops, it is Oswald the Pardoner, or Oswald of Kareen. So we can learn a gesture from him, which is nice. Called, well, what is it? It's the gesture he's doing here. We can abandon Covenant, which we're not going to do. We can request Absolution, which there's no point in doing right now. But essentially, if you've hit an NPC and angered them, you can request Absolution, and that should make them friendly again. So if you've accidentally hit an NPC, don't kill them, just run away and eventually request Absolution from Oswald here. And we can buy some things. We can buy rings. The Bloodbite ring, which boosts your bleeding resistance, the Poison Bite ring, which boosts your poison resistance, and a ring of sacrifice. If you're wearing this when you die, you don't lose your souls, but the ring breaks, so you only can use it once. You can buy a talisman. You can buy a miracle, a really expensive miracle. And you can buy some items here, so Homeward Bones, we know what those are. You can buy indictments. Or an indictment. I'm gonna buy this. And this is, let's check what it says here first. So, if you use this after you've been invaded and killed, they will get a point, whoopsie, in the Book of the Guilty, essentially. And this is for PvP players. They want you to use indictments on them, because the more you do that, the more points they get. And somehow I think there's also a Covenant interaction with that, so they can be invaded by blue phantoms who will avenge you, essentially. The thing is just, this isn't a punishment. This is a reward, really, for a successful invader. So I use this for invaders who I think are playing fair. Like, the guys, remember earlier in the playthrough when I was in the Undead Burg and I was like level 4 and I was invaded by a guy who was wearing like the dusk crown and dark beads and whatnot. Really mid to late game stuff, preying on the low level players. I don't like that. I don't think I should reward that, so I never use indictments on them. But like the guy who invaded me earlier, who was just fighting with a sword and stuff we could have found there, he was perfectly fine, so had I had this item, then I would have given him an indictment. That's how I handle it. I mean, you can handle it the way you want to. Just understand that invaders want you to indict them, right? And then you can buy some purging stones. It says here reduces curse buildup and breaks curse. And I recommend you buy at least one of those for later. Okay. Homer Bones, I have enough. I have like 7 of them. I don't need that. Yeah. So an indictment, you can just put here like any other usable item. You can equip that. Where is it? Did I forget to buy it? I guess I was just mistaken and you can't add it to the quick bar, but here. You have it here and you can use it. I can't currently use it because I haven't been invaded in a while, so you have to do that in a timely manner. But, yeah, so you have to use it directly from your items. Okay, then. Well, now there's nothing left to do for me here, but to go back. I have some souls I could obviously level up, but I think I'd rather buy some more Titanite, to be honest, so that I don't have to keep running back here. And I'm gonna upgrade my shield. Okay, Andre, give me your stuff. Purchase item, Titanite shards, all of them, maybe 10. And then I'm gonna upgrade my heater shield to +5, which is the maximum it can be right now.
Don't get
And that's it. We have completed the Undead Parish. The next stop, we have to go back to the Undead Burg. Or rather, here it divides a little bit between people who picked the Master Key as their starting gift and the people who didn't pick the Master Key as their starting gift. If you didn't pick the Master Key as your starting gift, you definitely have to proceed the way that I am about to show you in the next episode. If you did pick the Master Key, you can actually skip that. But I'm not showing that here. Because I just think that, that for a beginner, you probably shouldn't. You're gonna get to a frustrating place, I'm not gonna lie. The next... Well, not the area, it's just the next boss that we have to fight is kind of bullshit. But it's gonna be worth it because it lets you get to the item that that lets you upgrade your weapons past +5. And I think that is worth the headache that we're about to get in a while. So for now, we've done all the parts of the Undead Parish, and now we're gonna go to a place that's called the the Lower Undead Burg. And as the name implies, in order to go there, we need to go back to the Undead Burg. Okay, we're back in the Undead Burg, which is where we need to be in order to progress in the game, but that is for another day.